Hello, my dear friends. Today, we're going to talk about something truly special, the signs that you're on the verge of reaching the highest stage of spiritual awakening. Let's get right in. You might not even realize it, but there are subtle shifts happening within you, a kind of transformation that can't always be easily described but is deeply felt. One of the most powerful signs that you're about to reach this highest stage of spiritual awakening is the overwhelming feeling of inner peace, even when life around you is chaotic. This doesn't mean that problems suddenly disappear, rather, your relationship with them changes. You begin to understand that life's challenges are not punishments or misfortunes, but opportunities for growth. You no longer react to every little inconvenience or struggle. Instead, you find yourself thinking of a calm acceptance, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. Another sign that you're nearing this peak stage is a profound sense of detachment from material possessions and the need for validation from others. This isn't about rejecting the world or living in a cave, it's more about understanding that true contentment doesn't come from outside sources. When you reach this level, you'll notice a shift in your priorities. The things that once seemed so important, the praise, the possessions, the need to fit in, will lose their grip on you. You start to realize that happiness is an inside job, and you no longer chase external approval to feel complete. This detachment brings an incredible sense of freedom, like shedding a heavy burden you've been carrying for years. Something else you might experience on this journey is a heightened sense of intuition. You may begin to feel guided by an inner voice or a deep knowing that doesn't come from logic or reason. It's almost as if the universe is speaking directly to you, nudging you in the right direction. You'll notice yourself trusting your gut feelings more than ever, and with this newfound trust, decisions become clearer, simpler. It's as if you've tapped into a source of wisdom that is far beyond the limitations of the human mind. A crucial sign of approaching this highest spiritual state is a sense of oneness with the world. This isn't just a philosophical concept but something you feel in your bones. The boundaries between you and everything else begin to dissolve. You see yourself in the eyes of a stranger, feel a deep connection with nature, and understand that all beings are interconnected. The separation that used to exist, between you and others, between you and the natural world, simply fades away. Instead of feeling like a solitary entity trying to navigate through life, you recognize that you are a part of a vast, beautiful web of existence. Your perception of time also starts to shift. You'll find yourself less concerned with the past and future, and more present in the here and now. This is because, at this stage, you understand that the present moment is all there ever truly is. There's a sense of timelessness that comes over you. It's not that time stops, but you stop being enslaved by it. The worries about what has been or what might be just don't hold the same weight anymore. You begin to appreciate the beauty of simply being, without the constant need to rush or plan. Another beautiful sign is an outpouring of love and compassion, not just for those closest to you, but for all beings. You might feel an overwhelming desire to help others, to be of service, to spread kindness wherever you go. This isn't something you have to force, it just becomes a natural extension of who you are. You see the struggles of others, and instead of judging or distancing yourself, your heart opens. You feel a deep empathy, not because you feel obligated to care, but because you genuinely see others as a part of yourself. The walls that once separated your heart from the world crumble, and love flows effortlessly. At this stage, you might also experience what feels like a loss of identity, but it's not something to fear. It's the shedding of the old labels and roles you've carried for so long. You stop identifying with the masks you've worn, the career, the status, the labels society has given you. Instead, you start to think of who you are at the core, beyond the surface level. You come to understand that who you are cannot be confined by labels, titles, or achievements. It's a liberating realization, one that allows you to live authentically and fully. You also begin to see synchronicities everywhere. Little coincidences that once seemed random start to carry a deeper meaning. Maybe you keep seeing a specific number, or perhaps a thought you have manifests almost immediately. These aren't just random occurrences but signals from the universe, affirming that you're on the right path. It's as if the entire universe is aligning to guide you toward your highest good, and you feel supported by a force much greater than yourself. Another sign that you're nearing this highest level of awakening is that fear starts to lose its power over you. Of course, fear doesn't vanish completely, it's a natural human emotion, but it no longer controls your decisions or holds you back. You start to see fear for what it is, a temporary feeling, not a permanent state. You understand that fear is often a sign that you're stepping into new territory, breaking through old limitations. Instead of letting it paralyze you, you think of it as a sign that growth is happening. Solitude, which may have once been something you avoided, now becomes a source of deep replenishment. It's in these moments of quiet that you can hear the whispers of your soul. There's a newfound appreciation for silence, for the simple act of being with yourself. The distractions and noise that once filled your days begin to lose their appeal. You find that being alone is not lonely, it is a space where clarity emerges, where insights surface naturally. In this stillness, you begin to connect with your own inner guidance, realizing that everything you need is within. Another beautiful sign that you're close to reaching the highest state of spiritual consciousness is the dissolution of judgments, not just toward others but also toward yourself. As you continue to evolve, you become less critical of the people around you. You start to see everyone as they are, without attaching labels or jumping to conclusions. You develop a sense of understanding that everyone is on their own unique journey. This newfound acceptance extends to yourself as well. You stop being your own harshest critic, releasing the need for self-punishment. There's a gentleness in the way you treat yourself, a recognition that you are deserving of love and kindness, just as much as anyone else. Additionally, you may start to notice that your energy levels are different. It's not that you become physically stronger, but there's a shift in the kind of energy that flows through you. Instead of feeling drained by interactions, you begin to find joy in simple exchanges. You attract different kinds of people into your life, those who uplift you and align with your newfound vibrational frequency. The relationships that used to drain you naturally fade away, while new, enriching connections appear almost effortlessly. There's also a deep shift in how you approach challenges. Obstacles that once caused anxiety now feel like puzzles to solve, or even opportunities to grow. You no longer feel defeated by setbacks, instead, you view them as part of the natural rhythm of life. This shift in perspective gives you an inner resilience that keeps you steady, even when circumstances are difficult. It's not that life becomes easier, but your relationship with life becomes more harmonious. You find yourself flowing with, rather than fighting against, the current. In this state, you come to recognize that you are so much more than your past experiences, labels, or external circumstances. There's a deep sense of clarity that emerges when you realize that you are not defined by what has happened to you, but by the choices you make in the present. This is where real power lies, not in controlling what happens around you, but in transforming how you respond to life's unfolding. If this resonates with you, take a moment to pause and acknowledge just how far you've come. Each step you've taken on this journey has brought you to a deeper understanding of yourself. And there's still so much more potential waiting to be discovered within you. And if you feel like sharing your thoughts or experiences related to your spiritual journey, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and engage in a meaningful discussion. Also, be sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. We're committed to bringing you insightful content that aligns with your path to self-discovery. Lastly, if you know someone who could benefit from this message, please share this video with them. You never know how much a simple act of sharing can make a difference in someone's life. Thank you so much for being here today, for taking the time to listen, and for opening your heart to this journey. I'm grateful to have shared this space with you, and I look forward to continuing this journey together. I hope this resonates with you and serves as a gentle reminder that you're on the right path. Again, if you found this content valuable, please give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to stay connected with more content like this. Thank you for being here, and may your journey continue to be filled with light and love.